classic cars on Fast Forward at the Bay State Motor Festival 2026 with Dick Shappy Classic Cars and Motorcycles. This second inaugural historic exhibition is held in Cushing Park in Framingham, Massachusetts, featuring over 100 years of automotive innovation. Shown were rare, vintage, classic, modified, and late model vehicles, alongside a special display of antique automobiles made in New England. Kids were offered rides in a train, local food trucks gathered, and exhibitors showcased everything from new vehicles to giveaways. This year, Dick Shappy brought his 1905 Cameron four-cylinder automobile and his 1918 Pope Model T twin, both of which were made in New England. Everett S. Cameron founded the Cameron Automobile Company in 1899 in Massachusetts, producing vehicles from 1903 to 1914 and sporadically between 1916 and 1920. Pope Manufacturing Company was one of the earliest motorcycle makers in America, founded in 1876 in Boston, Massachusetts, by Albert Augustus Pope. The restoration from the Shappy Collection is an example of their most powerful and one of the last bikes they produced, closing shop in 1918. Dick was honored to receive recognition for his vehicles by the Bay State Motor Festival. The festival in 2025 hosted nearly 200 cars and 2,000 spectators, and it appeared that 2026 boasted an even larger attendance. A 1924 Bay State sedan manufactured right in Framingham was put back on the road for the first time in 75 years. Framingham has produced over 4.7 million vehicles over the last century. The Bay State Manufacturing Company produced approximately 2,500 passenger cars at its Fountain Street factory between 1922 and 1925. The vast majority of Framingham-built automobiles were manufactured at the local General Motors assembly plant between 1947 and 1989, and the former plant site on Western Avenue is now an ADESA auto auction facility. The Framingham assembly plant shifted production multiple times, building various models across General Motors' core brands. From 1948 to 1959, the factory was used by the BOP division, or the Buick Oldsmobile Pontiac division. The very first vehicle off the line on February 26, 1948, was a Buick. From 1959 to 1982, the plant entered its muscle and mid-sized era. The factory retooled under Fisher Body, and later the GM Assembly Division, to build highly popular mid-sized A-body platforms such as the Chevrolet Chevelle and Malibu, the Pontiac Le Mans and GTO, the Buick Skylark, and the Oldsmobile Cutlass and Cutlass Supreme. From 1983 to 1989, the factory entered its front-wheel drive era in its final years. The plant was completely updated to build GM's front-wheel drive A-body mid-size vehicles such as the Chevrolet Celebrity, Pontiac 6000, and Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. Long before GM arrived, from 1922 to 1926, the R.H. Long Motors Company built specialized car bodies for the Franklin Motor Company, through the Bella Body Company, and the Bay State. A regional car utilizing a 6-cylinder Continental engine. It was offered in a variety of body configurations, including sedan, coupe, and touring styles. But only the 1924 sedan is known to exist today.
Oh, sorry. I'm Ken Lemoyne, Director. In 2027, we hope to inaugurate the sister city relationship with Framingham and Framingham, England. As a part of that, the feature we're proposing to be Masters of the King's Highway, which are pre-war British. We have first cars that showed up this morning. A really enthusiastic person who's been here both years. We're hoping that he's going to be here for many more years to come. His vehicle is a 1985 Mazda RX-7. Iron Man, come on up, buddy. Great machine. The next one is for best preservation. This is a no-brainer. Best British vehicle. Going to have a lot of competition next year. This vehicle is classic in British lore. It's the first series of the large 3-liter engined Austin Healey's. A 1960 Austin Healey BN7 3000 John Baglioni. Best German car. I really like this car. This is very cool. It's a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle Paulo Ferreira. Best brass era. This car is spectacular. These folks traveled over 6 hours to get here, to bring this vehicle down to visit with us. A quick history. This 1910 Pierce Arrow runabout was owned by James Melton, a famous opera singer in the 1920s. In 1938 and 39, a group of people got together from the Veteran Motor Car Club of America, and they decided that they were going to try and drive their old cars in 1938. They're going to drive their old cars and do a rally. It was held about 2 miles from here on what's called the Racelands property. And the 1910 Pierce Arrow that you see right behind us in green from Seal Cove Museum wins the best brass era vehicle for this year. Volunteer's choice. You'll notice there were a group of about 30 people with the Bay State Motor Festival hats on today. They were our volunteers. They really did a spectacular job. I leaned pretty hard on them, and I'm sure some of them are probably going to get over it in a couple of weeks. But they went about the business of looking for a vehicle that they really enjoyed. In this instance, they chose the 1987 Buick Grand National from Jim O'Laughlin. So not all of our cars are stock. Some are modified, specialty track vehicles. In this year, we're going to choose a 1936 Chevy by Mark Fair. Everybody put their hands together for River Bernstein. (1906) Orient, built in Waltham, Massachusetts.
All right, River's cranking that thing up.
This is amazing.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm surprised it's even started. Good job!
Best bike or motorcycle. If you looked over these machines, you probably noticed that there was one that really kind of stood out. In this instance, that vehicle was a 1918 Pope Model T Twin. That vehicle was the last year that the Pope motorcycle was built. Also, it is a New England built vehicle. We've had a number of vehicles that were built here in New England, including vehicles like the Indian motorcycle. So in past years, those vehicles were not known. We're doing what we can to make those vehicles known, because this is not just a car show. This is a motor festival. Hopefully you visited with the stationary engines and some of the other machines that we've had out here on the field. But Dick Chappy, come on up. Dick Chappy with the 1918 Pope Model Twin. Dick has been a very solid supporter of us in the first couple of years, and we hope to be doing it for many more years together. Like we told each other, we're going to try and live to 120 so we can do a whole bunch of these.
one phone right in front here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let me see. Gotcha.
You don't have to have the biggest car on the field in order to win this particular event. So, hopefully, hey Dick, Chappy.
Dick.
Now that you're sitting down and comfortable, I'm gonna make you gate up again. This year's vehicle choice for Best in Show is the 1904 Cameron, the little yellow car over here on the side.
Woo!
A really cool machine. Cameron was building cars in Rhode Island, in Pawtucket, and in the 1904-1905 years, they came over from Pawtucket and they moved to Brockton, of all places. And that vehicle, the Cameron, has been a part of Dick's collection for many years. So Dick, come on up for Best in Show.
Woo!
Ken, why don't you come up too?
Yeah.
Why didn't you come up?
Don't bring in such nice cars.
All right, guys, right here. Right here. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't expect that. Thank you again.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
The cow won it. I didn't win. The cow.
Check out dsclassics.com to learn more about these vehicles, and we'll see you at the show next year.